Howdy, hey, hi, Spaceman Josh here, and welcome back to Factorio. Oh, sorry, no, not Factorio, Prison Architect. It's been a long day, but we still got to do some recording to do, so we'll go ahead and just get straight into the game. It has been a couple of weeks since I've actually been able to play Prison Architect, and so, bear with me. I do remember that the prison I custom built for escaping, couldn't escape from, and there was this Steam prison that was almost ridiculously easy to escape from. And now this new one that I also built that I don't remember anything about, but is in dorms. Now I do notice there are bunk beds, but they're not, I can tell that the prison isn't at capacity, otherwise there'd be a thing of Z's coming from my bed as well, because it's a bunk bed. So I can see that there's at least 3, and by the looks of it, I think there might be 2 people in each of those bunk beds, so 6 people in my cell, I think. But that'll only help later on when I start recruiting a bunch of people. And I know that in my videos there have been some people that have sort of brought it to my attention that, you know, I have been aware of this issue, but they've, you know, sort of brought it to, they you know, made a comment about how my FPS on my games is, you know, nothing to be proud of. It's, you know, essentially, you know, there are people saying, you know, it's not enough, and I do agree. I completely understand it. I completely agree. It's something that needs to get fixed, and I am working with the settings on my laptop and settings on the games to help try to sort of increase the FPS as much as I can. But until I end up getting enough money to get a whole computer entirely, there isn't a whole lot I can do. So I'm going to go ahead and, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and continue this. I'm going to start beating up this toilet. Gotta start somewhere. There's a lot more dogs than I thought there was, though it might have been I just wasn't paying attention to patrol routes. If I can make it out the doors and start working on an escape attempt, I can get another point. Ooh, another person. I can get another point, and then I can, that'll help me to, help me, I'm unconscious. What was I gonna say? Help me to, start getting reputations, because otherwise I had to sit through punishments, and that takes a lot more time than reasonably what it's worth. I also don't remember like where like the solitary is, or how, you know, what sort of punishments I have in place. So this will be interesting. I guess I should speed up time here. I'm assuming they're taking me to solitary, though I do not remember where solitary is, so I don't think. We just got into this prison, so I don't know exactly where it is. So we'll see where they take me. It might just be lockdown. I know the most I did was destruction, so it could be lockdown, but I don't think lockdown would help because it was a dormitory. It seems only 2 hours punishment, but they're not taking me anywhere. He's just keeping me here. So maybe it is lockdown. That's weird. I don't understand. I don't remember why I would make it into a lockdown. It's actually very inefficient in terms of anyone trying to play escape mode. And I don't know if there are any medics trying coming to come heal me at all. But I don't think I'm going to get any better because I'm still unconscious. I can't see any sort of medic areas from here. Well, maybe that is an infirmary. I don't wait. No, maybe that's the kennel. I don't know. I'm assuming they're taking me to solitary now. Maybe it is solitary because the time wasn't going down. I think right now I'm sitting somewhere in between 7 and 9 FPS. Like I said, it's not something that I like at all in the least bit. I hate it just as much as all of you. So there's a common room. Large TV. I forgot I had that mod at one point in time. I remember I used to play with a lot of different like mods off the Steam Workshop. Is that the infirmary? I think that might be. Okay, that's definitely the infirmary. I know this is supposed to be a Star Wars reference, but I don't know what those are supposed to be. In regards to the beds, the droids themselves make sense because I remember those look like the droids that when you the first versions of Battlefront. Yeah, when I used to play Battlefront, I think it was the first one on the PlayStation 2. I want to say it was. But I used to play that all the time when I was younger, and I remember those looked like the droids that would heal you if you stand next to them. So that reference I kind of get, even if I don't remember seeing those droids at all in the movies. This dude does not look happy. But I think I can recruit him. Maybe not. I guess I can't recruit when I'm in punishment. The time is still not going down. So is there a solitary and they're just putting me back? And this is like, I don't understand this. It's such an inefficient like system. If they're not in the cell, but they're unconscious, you take them to the cell. Then some other guard has to take them to the infirmary. Then another guard has to take them back. And then another guard has to take them to wherever they're taking them, whether it be solitary or lockdown. Lockdown is just in the cell, but I almost always, if not always, have solitary. There are some punishments that, since this is not a real game, this isn't real, so, normal solitary, it's a iffy topic. I won't get into that in my videos. But since this is a game, solitary, there are some punishments that I put into. It's not lockdown; it's just straight solitary. One of them being escape attempts. But I only did destruction, and that's one of the lowest ones. I don't remember if this one did solitary or not, but I think that's where I'm going. I just have no idea where that is. There it is. There's also a hallway that's too wide on these solitary hallways. It has been a long time since I've built a solitary like that. Usually every single hallway is just one block wide. There are even permanent cells in here too. I'm going to run. I'm serving my solitary sentence. I'll sit in this one. This one's got a bed. Interesting. They aren't closing. And if I walk out, the time stops going down. If I walk back in, the time continues to go down. That's a neat little feature. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and after the nerdler, I'll go ahead and pause the video because we're literally 2 seconds away from that, and go into when I'm done with punishments. But it is time for this episode's nerdler. I'm not gonna pause it. I'll keep it going as I talk. Keep the time from going down. And so today's nerdler is about a point in the sky. I'll say that for right now. In the middle of the handle for the Big Dipper. It's the star systems for Alcor and Mizar. Now, what's interesting about those two star systems is together they make a 6-star system. And way back down in different times in history, one of the ancient ways of actually sort of like an eye test to be able to see how good your seeing is was they'd have people look in that towards those 2 stars, and if you saw 2 lights, then your eyesight was good. If you only saw 1 light, your eyesight was bad. But they aren't just 2 stars either. What's interesting is Alcor is a 4-star system, 2 binary systems. If my memory serves correctly, it was 2 binary systems that actually orbit each other through each other's like mutual gravity. And then Mizar was also another 2-star binary system. That's why total Alcor Mizar makes up 6 stars in its system. And with some people only being able to see 1 dot, and some people it'll be 2, and with them being so close together in the night sky anyway, that they sort of adjust their. Some people just say Mizar, some people say Alcor, and some people say Alcor or Mizar. They all sort of are the same sort of general object in the sky when you refer to basic astronomy and, when talking about the Big Dipper. And so with the nerdler out of the way, like I said, I am going to pause the video here, and I'll unpause it when I'm back in the dormitory after finishing my punishment. My pause does not seem to be working. Okay, so the time ended for solitary. Now I can just leave, and I'm already getting in trouble again because I'm in an area I'm not supposed to be. And I'm being shot at by armed guards. I'm just gonna surrender and then skip the punishment. Back to my dorm, so that way I don't... I didn't know that was what's gonna happen. Are you kidding me? Why am I in chains right now? Get me out of these chains. Let me go eat. Yo, you're stationed here. Can I go somewhere else, please? Why am I in chains? There's no reason for me to be in chains. I skipped the punishment. It's food time. Did it glitch and now I'm just stuck in these chains? I think that may be what's going on. I think I might be glitched and stuck actually in the chains. What happens if I try editing my reputation? Maybe that'll help. Ooh, some people are in protective custody. Let's do deadly. Oh, the guard's taking me somewhere now. There is no way you're taking me to solitary. No. Oh wait, no, my cell has changed. That's why. Interesting. It brought me back to what used to be my cell, and I didn't notice that the icon had changed. Why would it change after going into solitary? Is it just to keep me from the people I'm with or something? I don't know, but I want to speed up time because I want to get some progress done before the end of the video. In a new prison, people are walking everywhere and making me slower as a result. It's also very disgusting. The janitor should be a little bit faster. I think I remember seeing a cleaning area, so I think some of the prisoners are also employed to help clean. And it is work time, so maybe that'll get fixed. you can see the water of the shower, even though you can't see even though you can't tell like who's in the shower or just anything inside the shower room. I remember when I used to actually build shower rooms. Time to zoom back in and slow down time again until I can effectively... There it goes. This person's name is Paige. Hey look, this one's got a camera in it. I don't remember the other one had a camera in it. It probably did. Oh, I broke the camera! Fight me! Fight me! Oh, that's right. I remember. I'm using the pad right now, but I remember that using the pad as opposed to a mouse is very inefficient. But I do have to record multiple episodes today, so once I finish this episode, I'll go and get my mouse, and then before I make another episode of this. But time to skip the punishment because I got 2 points, and I can do that. Back in the same cell. Only this time I'm recruiting someone. No, I don't want to stash contraband. I want to recruit Sean Rogers. That's clever. It may be a bit of a stretch, but if that's a name in game, someone was maybe purposely trying to say that their parody of Steve Rogers is in prison. Which, I mean, if I remember correctly, like... I mean, at some point, I think he was, if I remember correctly, he was one of those that yeah, he was. Right? Can't remember. During, which one was it? I'm having trouble remembering. I'm trying to remember things, talk to all of you, and play this game at the same time. I'm a wizard, but I'm not that good. Let's go to the other... Oh, is the other person... Oh, right! They're both in punishment. I forgot about that part. Oh well. Skip the punishment. Oh, you're fixing the camera. Yay! Now we just gotta break it again. Yep. And then I surrender. And then go to this. And recruit Barbsby. Because I have 2 points to get 3 people in my squad. Yay! Oh, what does he have? What is this? Spice? Really? What does that do? I'm gonna drop that. Yeah, and see, he's backing it up. It was something I was not supposed to have. So I'm going to... Why are you... I don't want you following me. Is the F button how you fix that? Nope. I'm just gonna toggle it manually. There we go. Leave. Go to work. I'm going to just break this here old camera. Is that a note page? Cool. It spawns even in an escape mode? That's interesting. I'm gonna surrender before I get too injured. And I'm gonna go back to Ellison. Now I have 3 points. It takes 4 to recruit Blake. What is his name? Mark Blake. Get 2 points for that. Hit surrender, that means I'll have 5 points. I can skip the punishment with a point and then have enough to recruit my 4th member. I'm gonna worry about getting a bunch of people first, and then I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and start building them up to like superpowers. Because you gotta admit, if you had 4 people that were all like just super just the worst, like the most dangerous prisoners, then you start having an issue in terms of running that prison. Alright, so my watch has beeped, meaning we're getting close to the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to pause it here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hear more nerd alerts, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to, go ahead and also turn on notifications. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Spaceman Josh, out.